What's up, everybody? Today I'm here to review The Witcher, Netflix original series based on a series of books and also a very popular video game. I'm very aware that both the video game and the books have their, strong fan base and faithful fan base, and I hear from the people that know the books that the series was very faithful to the books, and the series seems to be following the books, and that's what Henry Cavill said on an interview as well. That said, I have not read the books nor played the video game, so this review is based on the TV series alone, not the books lore or anything like that, because I'm not familiar with them. Also, this will be a non-spoiler review. It's just my overall thoughts. Now, Netflix really wants this to be the new Game of Thrones, and even trying to attract that same type of audience, especially now after Game of Thrones ended and left a bitter taste in so many people's mouth, and people are still craving for fantasy. So that's the answer, right? That's what Netflix have been saying. That said, I'm not really sure if the same audience of Game of Thrones would be interested in this, because the first season, for instance, of Game of Thrones doesn't have a lot of elements of fantasy, and the ones that appear are very subtle. So that is people there, it's more political, it was more about character building, but The Witcher is not like that. It has all these elements of fantasy right from the first episode. You have people with powers, you have definitely like these weird creatures, and monsters. So it's very heavy fantasy based, and I'm not sure if people that are not really into these things would like to watch the show, and I wish they would, because it's very interesting. I really enjoyed it. I thought, especially the action, I think Henry Cavill was amazing, like the sword fight, especially on these sword fightings. He did say he was he did most of his stunts, and it definitely shows. The fight scenes are very impressive. I really love them, kind of like John Wick style, with the camera moving, not a lot of cuts. I really enjoy that. And he's really fit as well. So he plays Geralt of Rivia, which is the main character, and the story is pretty much through his point of view. There's also two other main characters, Ciri and Yennefer, and I thought the series did a good job at telling us their background, how their story starts. I really enjoyed the pacing, I really enjoyed the action, I really enjoyed the interaction among characters, and I was very intrigued with the universe, this lore. That said, for someone that never read the books or is not really familiar with the video game, all I knew about The Witcher is that he takes potions and he's stronger than a regular human being, and people hate him. That's all I knew. So I thought that I still don't fully understand his powers or what he can do, because the series is kind of taking their time to explain his backstory, and I think it makes sense because perhaps a lot of things will be revealed slowly in the future in season 2, and I enjoy that, but I'm still not 100% sure if I know exactly what these people can do, what are the rules of the universe. I think that the season started a little bit slow, and then from the middle towards the end, it was just like pretty epic, and all these crazy things happening, and fights, and all these kingdoms. So I'm very interested to see what else will be happening. Now, one thing that I noticed in the show is that there is a lot of nudity. I'm not sure if that's part in the video game or in the books, don't know, but most of the nudity is definitely female, and I was like, okay, come on, give the ladies something as well. Henry Cavill is right there and you only see his chest, come on. So anyways, this is also one of the things that the critics have been criticizing the show heavily, and it's kind of the same criticism that Game of Thrones got at the first season, because it's a lot of female nudity versus male nudity, and I was like, it should be a little bit more balanced, especially when you have someone so attractive like Henry Cavill. But yes, that is true. I definitely agree with that criticism, especially because I don't have a problem with nudity as long as it serves the story. But when you could tell that a certain scene, she didn't need it to be naked like that. They're just doing that to have people talking, because naked people sell, I guess, sex sells, right? That's what people say. So I believe that this is done as a PR move to get people interested in the show, get people talking. like I said, I don't have a problem, but I wish it was a little bit more balanced. You know, it should have some hot guys naked as well. I mean, come on, right? Fair is fair. Other than that, I also think that it might be very hard for someone that doesn't understand the lore to follow the story, because it takes a while to build. I was a little bit lost at times, and then I was like, oh, I had to like rewind a little bit. Like I said, I believe for people that know the video game and know the books, this is just like the perfect series. But if you don't know any of those things, yes, it takes a while for you to start following the story. But overall thoughts, it's definitely a show I recommend. I thought it was brilliant. I loved the action, I loved the acting, I thought some moments were very powerful. I'm very intrigued by Geralt of Rivia. I want to know more about the character. I think that, you know, this show, and the way he ends, it's not really a cliffhanger. I mean, it kind of is, it is for me, because I don't understand. I mean, I'm not going to get into spoilers, so I can't say that. But anyways, there is a lot of revelations towards the very end. I think it's the penultimate episode. There is a very fun revelation that I wasn't really expecting. They play a little bit with timeline, and I thought that was very interesting and clever. Really enjoy that. So I definitely recommend the show. I think I can't wait to see season 2, which has been already approved by Netflix. I don't think it's in production yet, but season 2 is definitely coming, which is great news for those that love. Anyways, guys, that is the end of my review. Drop your comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on The Witcher. Are you watching the show? Will you watch the show? Do you know the lore? Is it going similar to the lore? What do you think about the cast and you know, the way that they're portraying the characters? For me, I thought they did a great job, but I'm not familiar with the books or the video game. I thought that, you know, at least looking at the picture of Geralt and looking at Henry Cavill, they look pretty good. I think Ciri from the video game doesn't look very similar, but I thought the actors did a good job. You know, I'm very happy with the series. Just let's see what they do on season 2. So yes, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Bye.